fans? This is Josh and John Sports. We're doing Week 2 predictions. Week 1, John has 10 points. I have 8 points. And we're going into Week 2.
And now, what that means is I won 10 out of 16. Joshua won 8 out of 16. So you may want to listen to me a little bit more.
Well, I don't agree with that. There's a lot of
I did luck out on one of them.
There's a lot of upsets.
On the Jets, I lucked out of that one because I said if Manziel started, and he didn't start, but he did play a lot. So I got lucky on that one.
We're on to Week 2, and we're trying to keep it fast and sweet for you guys, give some good analysis, but not like super crazy.
Let's get moving on, Josh.
Denver Broncos versus Kansas City Chiefs Thursday night. John, who you got?
Kansas City. I think that Peyton Manning has no energy.
Okay.
Defense will shut him down.
I got Kansas City as well. Atlanta Falcons and New York Giants.
Well, I was impressed with Atlanta, how they did last week, and I'll say that I think we'll go with the New York Giants.
I'm going to go with Atlanta as well. They just really shocked me.
I mean, they were a good team a couple of years ago, so maybe we shouldn't be so shocked. You know, they went to the finals, beat Seattle a couple of years ago.
Julio Jones is an absolute beast.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
New England Patriots against the Buffalo Bills.
I think New England will come. I think New England will overcome, but it will be a tough game just because the defense is so good.
I have New England just by like this much.
Yeah, it'll be a tight game.
Tom Brady throws, like a game-winning touchdown.
I don't think it'll go beyond one possession.
Arizona Cardinals visiting Chicago. I have Arizona.
Arizona all the way.
They're in the power rankings. They're 6th right now, which is kind of surprising.
Anyway, let's keep on moving.
San Diego Chargers visiting the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
I'm going Chargers.
Going Chargers, okay. Now we got the Tennessee Titans visiting the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, Tennessee easily.
I'm going Tennessee as well. They just looked amazing.
Oh, Mariota, he's with it.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, I guess Johnny's starting since the other guy got
Johnny
hurt.
should be starting this week.
But, they don't have a lot of infrastructure. Yeah. Unless the coaching improves or something, something's going to have to start clicking better.
Okay, on to the Detroit Lions against the Minnesota Vikings. John,
that's
who you
a
got?
tough one. Both sides
I want to see who you got first, because I already know my pick. I'm going to call it regardless.
I'm going to call... we call Detroit, I guess, but both teams are kind of armpit
Really,
teams.
I'm calling Detroit as well.
Okay.
I just was so disappointed in Minnesota last week. St. Louis Rams visiting the Washington Redskins.
Redskins lose.
Yeah.
We're done.
St. Louis Rams defeat Seattle. How can I go against them now? New Orleans Saints at home against the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Well, that's a tough one. I think the Saints will come out over the Bucks just because the quarterback's shaky.
And they're at home.
Yeah,
in
I
New
think
Orleans. I got them as well. Yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the 49ers.
Steelers.
I got the Steelers as well. Going to give a little more trouble to the 49ers than last week. No offense from Minnesota. It's just pathetic. Okay. Houston Texans visiting the Panthers. John, who you got?
We'll have to see how Mallet does, but I think probably the... They don't have Kuechly. That's a tough one.
It's a tough game.
I'll say the Panthers didn't look that good. I mean, they let the Jaguars score them quite a bit, 9 points. I mean, Jacksonville shouldn't get in your red zone. So I'm going to say the Texans are going to win it.
I have the Texans as well. I think so far we have the exact same picks.
Okay, let's keep on going.
Maybe one different.
Let's keep on going.
Baltimore Ravens visiting Oakland.
I think the Ravens will win that.
I do as well. Let's move on. I mean, that's just...
Come on,
Miami at Jacksonville.
I think Miami will win.
Dolphins. Miami Dolphins.
I tell you what, you're not talking Super Bowl when you're talking about the Miami Dolphins. They barely beat.
Well, John, we got the Cowboys visiting the Eagles. I got Eagles at home. It's a tough one for me.
I say probably Eagles because they're kind of mad about how last game went. And Dallas, I think, barely won.
But the game, the big one, Seattle visiting Green Bay.
Seattle
for me as well.
I mean, Green Bay doesn't have their wide receivers, and let's just be honest, coaches paraphrasing, him kicking butt. against
Yeah.
Chicago. He did not kick Chicago's butt.
And last game, Colts versus the Jets. I got to go Colts. I just think they're going to bounce back this week. I still think the
I'm
Jets
gonna
are.
go Jets. Actually, I think
Really?
yeah. I tell you what, it'll be spiced up if Matt Flynn gets to
Well,
start.
there
That's
you
what
have
I'm
it.
hoping. But
Me and Johnny either have one or two different picks. I'll know for sure because I can